So today is supposedly Disney Plus Day. Actually, it is Disney Plus Day, but Disney Plus isn't really doing too well. All the mainstream media is talking about all the new announcements on Disney Plus Day, but for a major drop on Friday, 2-year anniversary of its launch, and new tales about movies and shows that literally nobody cares about. But Disney Plus is growing very, very slowly. Okay. Disney Plus only gained a measly 2.1 million subscribers. That's 10 million and a quarter prior. And people were saying, but Disney Plus was doing, and people were still defending Disney Plus back then. You can't really defend Disney Plus now. Okay? Disney Plus is supposed to be the greatest streaming service of all time. It's supposed to be the streaming service that will unseat Netflix because Netflix doesn't have Marvel, Netflix doesn't have Star Wars, and Netflix doesn't have Pixar. And Netflix doesn't have the lots of these Fox properties. But it seems that people don't care. People don't care because people don't care. Disney is shooting themselves down in the tubes. Okay? And no, there was no mention of Black Widow flopping like the Quarterine said. And Shang-Chi definitely did not lose money. I don't know. This is why I really haven't. This is why I don't really like the Phantom Menace. Okay? The Phantom Menace just tells lies. Like Shang-Chi, okay? It did not lose money. Okay, Shang-Chi had $450 million and needed to make like $300 to $340 million to break even, and it made like a profit of like $60 to $70 million. Okay? That is not a flop. But again, the Phantom Menace is spinning the narrative that Shang-Chi flopped, which is all more proof that the Phantom Menace is a bunch of idiots. Yes, the only one they had got right so far is the Eternals. The Eternals is losing money. It is going to be a massive flop for Marvel and Disney. But Marvel is still continuing with the woke shows that nobody wants to watch. Okay, so we have all the things announced at Disney Plus Day. Of course, they showed a bunch of shows, documentaries like no one gives a shit about, But they're still continuing, of course, with the woke Marvel shows because I think they're probably not gonna cancel because they were heavily in development. But yeah, they're still going with the A-Force thing that nobody gives a shit about. Okay, A-Force was a failed comic that no one bought. Okay, well, yes, they're finally making they're making a show about Nick Fury, but I think people are starting to get done with Disney Plus. People are marveled out because of the massive amount of Marvel shows releasing on Disney Plus. They released 4 or 5 Marvel shows this year alone. I think there's What If. Okay, there's Loki, WandaVision, Captain Falcon, and the Winter Soldier, and of course Hawkeye. Where this month, okay, people are getting marveled out. Okay, and releasing 3 movies a year and 5 TV shows, is only going to continue to hurt Disney Plus. And also the fact that a lot of Marvel fans are angry, especially collectors, not able to be buying the Blu-rays for the TV shows, but because you can't complete your Marvel collection according to Disney. According to Disney, you can't complete your Marvel collection if you don't have Disney Plus, which is completely ridiculous. Same thing with Star Wars. Okay, a lot of people have been asking for the Mandalorian on that, and of course they told us about the Obi-Wan series, but most of it is just documentaries that no one's gonna care about. Like, they're making documentaries for Turning Red and White Yellow. Like, who cares? Okay, did we really need another Toy Story movie? Okay, Disney, did we really need another Toy Story movie? I know a lot of people it's gonna make $1 billion. I think that's what they're trying to do because the pandemic and stuff. So they're trying to bring what made Pixar popular. Oh yeah, Toy Story because Soul flopped, Luca flopped, Turning Red will probably flop for Pixar. And they announced a bunch of Marvel shows. Like, who cares? Okay, like they're making Marvel Zombies. Like, they're really running out of ideas here. Okay, they're making a Spider-Man TV show. Okay, which means if you want to see all the Spider-Man movies, you have to have Disney Plus, which is completely stupid, and people are not buying into it. Okay, they're making a season 2 to What If. Like, who cares? Okay, Miss Marvel, who cares? Agatha, who cares? I think the only shows people really care about is probably X-Men and Spider-Man. Okay, and Moon Knight. Okay, no one all the other shows no one really gives a shit about. Okay, the X-Men, with them Spider-Man not tainted the X-people already. Okay, Moon Knight and Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, no one really cares about Marvel anymore. Marvel is a dying brand, and Disney's gonna try to do everything in their power to save Marvel, but no one cares about Marvel. Okay. Yeah. And other things like Hocus Pocus 2. Who asked for Hocus Pocus 2? Nobody. No one asked for Hocus Pocus 2. Okay? Everybody was fine for that movie being a standalone movie, but of course Disney, because they can't think of anything new, a company that is known for creativity, known for innovation, is just making a sequel to Hocus Pocus just because that movie's popular. Okay? And here is the... Okay. And the media is like, oh my god, so well. Okay, so here's what they're putting out for Disney Plus. Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, which again a lot of people are angry about because they shut down Blue Sky. That's probably not gonna increase anything. None of this stuff here. Okay, they're making a Baymax show. Okay, something that they sort of made in the Disney Channel back a long time ago. And they're making a Predator movie series. Yeah, was this could probably PG-14 because Disney does not like R-rated movies. They're making a second Die the Wimpy Kid movie already, even though you don't know the first movie, but it's on Disney Plus, so it doesn't really matter. And does anyone really care about? I know a bunch of Tumblr people will be loving a Zootopia series. We also have a new Cows series. Like, who cares about this stuff? They're making a Pinocchio remake, something that nobody cared about. They're making a sequel to Enchanted. I never even heard of Enchanted before. So yeah, Disney Plus. Who really cares at this point? They're losing the subscriber numbers are dwindling. There's only so many Disney fanboys there are in this world. Okay, there's only so many Disney fanboys you can get in this world, and people are saying streaming is the future, but it's not just Disney Plus. Streaming services as a whole are slowing down because the pandemic is over. People want to go see movies in the theater. Okay, but streaming services are ruining that. Okay, of day-to-day streaming, and people are sick of it. Companies are sick of it. Okay, companies are sick of day-to-day streaming. Okay, which is why you see most 2022 movies don't have day-to-day streaming. Even HBO is dropping the whole dual HBO Max release. Okay, because they look at the streaming service as a whole. Okay. Yeah, people like praising Disney Plus as one of the most important things in the world. Like, who cares? It's, the same people who think that Disney is the greatest company of all time. But Disney is not really adding many people. 2 million people. Okay? Yellowstone define the streaming model. Only 2 million subscribers. This is of worldwide. This is not just the USA. Oh, it's the stubborn USA. No, this is the whole world. The whole world doesn't like Disney that much anymore. They're barely gaining subscribers, okay? And this is the total amount. This is below the 125 million that Disney needed by the end of this year. Okay? And Disney's trying to replace, like, other ways of it, here. Disney doesn't have anything, okay? The fact that the highest viewed streaming show was not on Disney Plus because Disney Plus doesn't have anything. Yes, you have that one Star Wars show, but once people are done with that Star Wars show, there's really nothing on there. Okay, Disney Plus is not really a good service. And most people are gonna watch the Marvel shows once, Mandalorian probably once, and that's it. There's nothing else. So, oh yeah, you want to rewatch Bambi or The Lion King for the 80th time? Oh yeah, you have that. Okay. there's really nothing out. Netflix here has 214 million subscribers, you know, and Disney Plus has around 118 million. So that means Disney Plus is not catching up to Netflix here. Sapexy said physical and digital worlds could be blending. Oh yes, because we all want, and they have been trying to do this for a while. They've been trying to make the world revolve around streaming. They've been trying to kill physical media for a while. We all know this big agenda. We all know the big agenda. They've been trying to kill our physical media. The mainstream is, you know, because they see, oh my god, they see this huge amount. They already see a streaming as this big bank that they can get money out of. Okay, and people don't care. Okay, people don't care about Disney. Disney is a dying company, and I think this at the end of the story is just karma. Disney had too much power. And considering that the government is doing nothing about it, the universe is doing something else about it. Disney is going downhill. They had a abysmal year last year because of COVID, but people thought Disney would recover. The box office was also not doing that well. Disney has dropped 4.6. Park was also not coming back to what they were hoping to do. Okay, and Disney is in a tough spot right now. Is the one mostly responsible for basically killing our physical media for movies. Okay, and now is the one that started the whole getting rid of combo packs on Blu-ray. They're the ones that kickstarted it, of course. And now Disney, they put all the eggs in one basket. This is what they are. Disney put all the eggs in Disney Plus, and it's just not working. Nobody cares about Disney anymore. Okay, and there we go about this video. And yeah, Disney is really losing here. 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 And I think it's really because of the streaming wars. There's too many streaming services. Okay? There's too many of streaming services out there. And yeah. I don't think Disney Plus's lineup looks lackluster like it worked this year. I get it. COVID delayed production of shows. I get it. But there is really nothing really that special about Disney Plus. And the worst part about it is America doesn't give a shit about Disney Plus anymore. America doesn't give a shit about Disney Plus. Okay. Yeah, Squid Game was very popular, but in 2021, Netflix only added 88,000, and only had 74 million subscribers. Okay. And Disney Plus only added 2 million. And HBO Max only added 570,000 Americans. Yeah. Yeah. I think really there might be a shift happening. People might be done with streaming services. Okay, people are realizing, saying, what's the point of having 100 streaming services? Because having all these streaming services, because yeah, you have the big players, but you have all these other smaller streaming services too. Having all these streaming services is no different than having cable. It is no different. Okay, yeah, someone might only have like subscribed to Netflix and Disney Plus, and that's definitely less money than like cable, but it's no different. Streaming is no different than cable now. That's all it is. Because cable is oversaturated with so many channels on cable TV. Okay? You have to pay for every single individual cable channel or series of channels. Okay? And then streaming services are going to get more and more expensive. That's what they're going to do. They're going to say, oh, look, people are not buying our streaming services anymore. Not many people, new people are subscribing to our streaming services, so let's just increase the price of it. That's what they're gonna do. Disney Plus is gonna probably increase by the end of the year. Okay? Yeah. And Disney Plus is not that Disney is really just not really doing too well. Okay. And we haven't gone to Disney, but no, Disney Plus's growth is not because of Black Widow flopping, like the Phantom Menace will try to tell you. The whole rise that the Phantom Menace will try to tell you, especially considering the fact that the movie made that so much money on Disney Plus, it was absolutely absurd. But of course, Disney has other services as well. Hulu grew by 1 million. ESPN grew a couple. And and these are the reported services of Disney services: Viacom, Discovery, HBO Max, Peacock. We don't really know how much Americans, but I think it's like 45 or 44 million Americans. So not even a majority of Americans even use Disney Plus. It's only a minority of Americans. I bet I know which political party most of those people probably vote to. And on Disney Plus Day, Netflix has become more valuable than Disney. That's just the most hilarious because Netflix is slowing down because they put a bunch of city shows on Netflix, okay? But I think Squid Game really saved Netflix, okay? And Disney Plus is not going to do that well in Korea because it doesn't have Squid Game. It's just that simple, okay? ESPN Plus is now even outperforming Disney Plus, okay? Whereas ESPN is mostly popular among sports people. And that's basically about this video. Goodbye.